What desires do we have inside of us that sabotage or hinder our relationships?
I think it's your perspective on things, like just the way you interpret a situation or an idea. And so you're both looking at it from a different angle, and so you're disagreeing about it. I don't know if that sabotages a relationship, but it can cause conflict.
As I say, in other cultures, you don't see a high divorce rate. I mean, it's still there,
Yeah,
but it
Not
is
50%.
definitely, we are definitely a
It's not what it is.
consumer culture.
if not higher now.
But yeah, with relationships and the divorce rate type thing, it is definitely a society thing. You look at our society, and a lot of our stuff is built towards a disposable society. What doesn't fit me right now, I get rid of. I get something else that, if that doesn't suit me later on, I dispose of that.
Mhm.
And
Well, computers are constantly upgrading. Everything's always moving to the next
try and
thing.
get a better thing, and
Yeah.
that's something people shouldn't be doing with their relationships,
Bigger
but
is
often
better.
do.
Yeah.
Something that's kind of missed out a lot on people understanding relationships is true value of something. And the value of a good, solid relationship is much different than the movie-esque, oh, we fell in love, or my best friend I can, always talk to, and I can neglect them for 20 years or so, but if I need them, I can call them down the line and everything's going to be okay and everything's perfect, and all these picture perfect things that we don't spend time maintaining relationships, which I think is a pretty important thing. When you don't maintain a relationship, things fall apart, and people don't like to maintain relationships.
Yeah.
They like to have something that works, everything fits together, and when it doesn't, you get rid of it, you find someone else that fits you at that time instead of working with relationships.
I think so many relationships live from the high to the low. Like maybe you have this magical moment when you meet each other and you don't maintain, so it goes to this really low, like, I don't know, you're yelling at each other, fighting all the time, you don't get along. And so many people just aren't happy right in the middle. Because, there are days when you just, between Matt and I, you just go through the day and it wasn't, this exciting day. It wasn't a horrible day. It was just a day, another time that we spent together. But it's through those times that we get to know each other better. That's where we develop our relationship. It's not through these highs and lows, because if we have this daily relationship, then we're able to make it through the highs and the lows, because it's not always, going to be up here or always down here. It's most often just in the middle. And I think with our culture, they really want to be dramatic about things, and this was just the best thing, or oh, this was the worst thing. But it's not really fun to watch a movie about people just going through life day to day. This is how it is. Even on reality TV shows, you see how people just all this emotion.
Yeah.
To hear that, pure maintenance.